Hey, it's time Skywalk 11 for LEGO Grimer, Muk, and their Alolan forms. First, Kantonian Grimer. I really like the Kanto forms. They're just neat little sludge things. And while simple, they've got some nice color schemes to them. The Kanto forms are like fantasy sludge, while the Alolan forms are more realistic sludge, which makes the Kanto forms a lot nicer looking. And build is pretty simple. You can see how to build it from here, since these are too small to warrant a tutorial. Alolan Grimer. Same build as Kanto Grimer, just uglier. The eyes are sharper in a way that looks just weird for it, and then it's got the uglier color scheme and mouth. You could consider using cheese slopes here instead of this, but I thought it just fit better being flat. Kanto Muk. Really love this one. It's just cool pool of sludge. So there's one point of articulation on this with just moving the arm up and down. Not really a whole lot more that I could do with this since it's just a blob. So no real way to make liquid movement with it. There are LEGO wave machines I've seen that are really cool, but obviously that wouldn't work on something of this size, since you need a good amount of depth to create a wave machine. And lastly, Alolan Muk. So I much prefer the Kanto form, but this one's still pretty cool with how it looks like an oil spill. And I'm not sure what all those rocks are supposed to be. I remember back when Alola first came out, people were talking about what those rocks are meant to be, but I can't remember what it is now. I think it's something plastic, but I'm not sure. So just not as exciting of a color scheme as the Kanto form, but still very cool color scheme. The fantasy sludge look of the Kanto forms is just a lot more interesting than the more realistic sludge. Also, if you want to see how to build these, I'm going to have a tutorial in a couple weeks for how to build Muk. Since both of these are the exact same build, I'll only need to show how to build it once. It's the exact same thing for both of them, just different colors. That'll be in 2 weeks with a tutorial on Muk, and then I think the next Pokemon in Kanto is Cloyster, so next week will be Cloyster. The week after that will be a tutorial for how to build Muk and Cloyster together. If you want to see other Kanto and Alola Pokemon, check out the playlists that are linked on screen, and see you next time!